Yeah, we're here with Fixing the Fourth Wall.
And welcome to another episode of Fixing the Fourth Wall, where we pick the topics that we find most interesting in pop culture, politics, and religion. Whatever you're thinking about, we're probably thinking about it too. And I'm your host, Alan Lane, and this is not Johnny Sins at all. So,
In some ways, I definitely wish I was. And I'm your host, Jesse Fetter. And for today's topic, we are going to be talking about the best anime to binge watch, as well as best manga to read.
I'm just going to get certain things out of the way so we can discuss any shows that we want. We're going to, the big four, which is like Bleach, Naruto, Dragon Ball Z, anything else?
Fairy Tail
Fairy Tail.
and One Piece.
One Piece.
Those are the big five. I know Bleach, we know that Bleach and Naruto is finished, even though Naruto has been continued by Boruto.
Terrible naming.
Very creative.
What you expect from a true freak?
One Piece is still going, so is Fairy Tail, and DBZ now has DBS.
Yeah.
But besides those very popular,
And those will
anime,
take you forever to binge watch, by the way. That's not like let me take a week. That's a month of your life. Just gone.
One Piece is almost up to 800 episodes, and it's on chapter 851 so far. So, yeah, One Piece is going to be a long one to catch up to.
So if you're just getting into anime and want to wet your palate, here are some smaller chunks that are easier to binge watch.
For sure. And the list that we came up here, the first one we found, we're also going to be taking some from the 90s. And the first one we thought of was Trigun.
見つけたぞバッシュ・ザ・スタンピード誰だお前はレガート・ブルーサマーズ目的は何だ君の命
Fuck yeah. It's 26 episodes, which is a standard run, both about like 22 minutes long each episode. So it's a quick it's a quick day, 12 hours out of your day pretty much. And it's a great show. It aired on Adult Swim, and just to preface this, the first 5 episodes, they're a little slow and they aren't that great. They're very comedic, and then episode 6 is when the action really starts to break through, and the story will astound you. It picks up really quick after episode 6, and nothing is what it seems in Trigun.
Another one, Hellsing.
Now, Luke Valentine, it's time to educate you on how a real vampire does battle.
Hellsing, obviously, another kind of later one. Definitely a great anime. Alan, what else you got?
Just to name off just a few off the list, just to, Tenchi Muyo.
Oh, I'm finished for sure!
Benji! Huh? So I guess this is it.
Older one.
Uh,
About a regular boy living in Japan who had not just alien princess, but also a bunch of alien bounty hunters, and he's surrounded by alien women. It's a harem.
Yeah.
And he finds out that he also has some, latent potential and powers that attracts them. He has like a potential to be something greater than just the average human being.
I'm just gonna run off some names. These are names that we can't talk about every show. We'd be here for days. So some other names that we're gonna drop: Black Butler, that's pretty popular right now. Hunter x Hunter, which is another pretty long running series, not as quite as long as One Piece, but it's getting up there. Soul Eater, Claymore. I will take a brief second to discuss one of the most popular animes in the 90s, and still it has a lot of relevance today. Fucking Cowboy Bebop.
What are you going to do? Just throw your life away like it was nothing?
I'm not going there to die. I'm going to find out if I'm really alive.
Right. And some other ones off the list to go off of here. Let's just get it up here, guys. Other ones off the list. Older ones: Yu Yu Hakusho, classic one. Rurouni Kenshin, about a samurai who's trying to reform his ways. He was once a killer in the war, and now he's trying to be known as a peaceful type of guy.
Don't get me wrong, there's still a lot of killing in that damn show.
Early thousands, you had Death Note, which is probably one of the most popular anime.
To go off Death Note, it's more, not all of these are like super hyper action. Sometimes these are methodical, or they make you think. Death Note is definitely one of them. It's a good mystery thriller.
Definitely a deeper one to take into account.
Another one is Monster, which is like 50 episodes. It takes actually one of the few animes. It doesn't take place in actual Japan. It takes place in Germany, and it's a fun, cool mystery thriller ride of show.
Fooly Cooly. As well as you have Inuyasha. Probably the most popular one on this list outside of the big five we mentioned at the beginning. Full Metal Alchemist. And its sequel, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Both really great shows, and it's one of the few that, like we discussed before, we sometimes subs versus dubs, which you're going to do an episode about. This is one of the animes definitely watch in English. It is really, really good in English.
Yeah, it's pretty good in English for sure. Neon Genesis Evangelion. You have, as well as that, I believe, Gundam Wing.
That's a classic.
Very big classic.
Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans, which just came out, which is a fantastic re-envisioning of the whole Gundam. And, you know, if one day I really hope Japan actually fucking makes real Gundams.
You have also JoJo's Adventures. That's a funny one. That one came out in the 80s, and its anime wasn't made until recently, and that's just taken off.
It's like Game of Thrones with the books. The books came out in the 90s, and now they're popular.
Right. It takes off for some reason. You just get there one lucky break, and all of a sudden, no matter how long time goes, if people like it, people will like it, as long as you get that opportunity.
G.R.R. Martin's getting that fuck you money right now.
There's that. There's a couple flavors of the month. What I mean by that, last year or two, or a couple years, they've been popular. Tokyo Ghoul.
Fantastic. If you like vampires, ghouls are like the badass version of vampires.
Attack on Titan.
Well, we have to pause for that one.
一匹のグラス俺がこの手で
That one has been taking over the anime world. It is the manga is well done, well written. If you like action, boom. If you like romance, there's a little bit of romance for you. If you like horror and giant monsters attacking a city, Attack on Titan you can't go wrong with.
For sure.
It's one of those series that's not going to be too long like Naruto. It's probably going to end roughly within the next, I want to say, 2 or 3 years. And also, the series, you can catch up. It's only 26 episodes because they take forever to make a season 2.
Another one that's kind of a short anime, which is also extraordinarily well done, Samurai Champloo.
If you like hip hop and samurais, it's a dream.
If you want some darker shit, kind of on the same wavelength as Attack on Titan, you're gonna have Elf and Lied.
It's 13 episodes of fuck my life. Like the first 5 minutes, you're like, all you can do is just be like, what the fuck? What the fuck?
You have also, did we say Knights of Sidonia?
Yeah, no, we didn't.
We did not say Knights of Sidonia. There you go. That's one to look up. Did we say Soul Eater?
No, maybe.
I know we said Hunter x Hunter.
No, I don't think we said Soul Eater.
But we didn't say Soul Eater.
Okay.
Another great one. Claymore.
Oof, great one.
Very good one. Very underrated one is Dead Man Wonderland.
13 episodes. Should have had a second season, but didn't. But it's definitely a show to watch, and it's dark, it's twisted, and visually it's a stunning, well-drawn show. Another show that I will thank one of my good friends in Iceland, Roy, for suggesting this to me. Berserk. I will preface this by, if you have an aversion to extreme violence, also sexual violence, and childhood trauma, don't watch this. This will probably scar you. It's like Game of Thrones, but like drawn. It still fucks you up.
It's quite dark, to say the least. And another one that actually we weren't talking about, that I'm not sure if you watch it, but I've not only watched the anime, but before the anime I was reading the manga. It just recently finished. It's Akame ga Kill, or Akame ga Kiru, which, the main character, he wanted to go to the Empire to make some money for his village because he was very poor. He went with his 2 best friends, and in the first night they got killed, and he learned how corrupt the Empire was, and he was saved by the Revolutionary Army, specifically the Assassin Division Night Raid. Wonderful, wonderful, extremely depressing, extremely dark, but well-made manga and anime. Anime kind of ended after 26 episodes, and the ending of the anime is very different from the manga, so I stress to read the manga after you watch the anime, so you could see how it really ends.
Just so you know, anime is not like American cartoons. It's pretty dark, so a lot of them can be depressing, and sometimes you go cry, man. Like, fucked up shit happens. The waterworks come.
What? If you guys want another old, ancient one that's been around since like the 80s, Hajime no Ippo. It's a boxing manga and anime. Anime's had a couple seasons already. It's literally in the thousands when it comes to chapter. It's about like in the 1,100s. I've lost count. I read up to about the early thousands and just stopped reading. I'll probably catch up and reread it some other time. But it's a boxing manga, if I hadn't made it clear. Phenomenal. It really takes its time, but well worth it.
And last one for me that I will mention is this recent one that I've been watching. It's also one of the few animes that I consider doesn't really take place in either another world or Japan. 91 Days, which is about the Prohibition era in the United States.
Right. That's a phenomenal one.
It's a mystery, and it's also takes place it's a good story about revenge, and obviously it takes place in 91 days.
And My Hero Academy, or My Hero Academia.
緊張するよね。お互い頑張ろう。じゃあ。女子と喋っちゃった。
About a kid who's born into a world where it's quite normal to have a power or a superpower, and he's one of the very few that doesn't. But then he, by luck and fortune, by generosity, his idol he happens to meet, and his idol not only trains him, his idol superhero, but also gives him his power. And he learns that some powers, very few, but the power he got in particular, all for one, was transferable. It wasn't a power that was born out of somebody, it could be transferred. So he learns how to adapt with those powers.
And before we close the show, forgot one last one, honorable mention, and it's a great show. One Punch Man.
Oh, for sure. I mean, that's just that, and another honorable mention, Shokugeki no Soma, or I think it's in English it's translated to like Food Wars. That one about Soma. He is a chef, born into a phenomenal lineage, but he's convinced by his father to go to his father's old academy, which is most established in the world for culinary arts, and he picks up more experience and learns more ways, and how to create better dishes. Very intense cooking manga, very lighthearted, enjoyable. I think you guys would like it. And obviously, that is it for the show today. And
well, guys, it's time to instant transmission
out.
あの日見た空、茜色の空をねえ、君は覚えていますか？約束ちぎり、初夏の風が包む二人寄り添った
Yeah, girl. Want to get all sensual like. Get a deep, raspy, chocolate voice. Boom, chicka, wow, wow. Alright, that's it.
笑顔の裏伸びた影をかくまうだから気づかぬふり再生を選ぶテーブルの上の震えない知らせ待ち続けて
Welcome to another episode of Brazzers Casting Couch. Gonna bang. Oh wait, no, never mind. We're not doing porn. Oh.